And it's working, and we're live, back again with Trovo Academy. Today we have something special for you guys. It's your boy Simon, you know me, above me, right now above me. Above me is Benz. Benz, how did you get up there?
Hey Simon, I don't know. I was climbing, there was a ladder, so I'm here basically.
I'm the one setting this up. I am literally, this is my fault. I should be above you. Next time we're doing this the other way around. But
I
also,
think it's a height thing, you know, like because I'm
Benz,
taller
listen,
than you.
listen.
That's fine because
We're not alone here, man. Okay, we gotta pay respect to the lady that joined us, decided to join us as a special stream. Welcome everybody, Venattrix. Hey, everybody, hype in the chat. Venattrix, would you like to tell us something about you? Our special guest for today, guys.
Sure, yeah. So hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Venattrix and I'm a community manager for Trovo. I've been here as a community manager for about 6 months or so. I think most of you already know me from Discord. I do chat a lot there, and yeah, a lot of you I've met. But for those of you that I have not, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching this Academy video. Hope you're gonna have a lovely time and learn a bunch of cool new things for streaming.
Exactly. Welcome everybody to Venattrix, and Venattrix welcome all. Thank you guys for joining us another Thursday. Is it right, Benz? This time, it's not the class, it's not the Benz dropping the knowledge on you. It's going to be more of an open conversation. We're going to have a chat with you guys. So if you have any questions to Venattrix regarding streaming, regarding anything, regarding Benz to dating advice, I think you spoiled a little bit, Benz, that you will give us your best dating advice on this stream. Is that correct?
I think we talked about something else. Like I think today is about for us, you and Simon, you know, as well as learning some key information from Venattrix, from her experience. You know, we can always do dating advice. I think people have to look forward to something for next week as well. So that's most likely when we're going to drop the knowledge in that department, you know?
Exactly. If you guys didn't know, Trovo is offering a free streaming course that you are able to earn a Trovo hat, a special Trovo hat, exclusive if you complete the course, and there's also a Trovo certificate, exclusive once again. We're currently in the middle of the course, and this is like a special off stream with a special guest alongside us. So, Benz, would you like to lead?
Yeah, what I wanted to say, I think we should talk about a little bit about how the whole construct of the stream is going to be, so everybody understands who's on chat. So basically, we have some topics prepared for you guys that we can cover based on Venattrix experience and her knowledge, etc. So to give you guys a bit more insight on that, and we're going to discuss those topics. But you guys will have the opportunity to jump in, ask some questions, obviously related to the topic. We appreciate whenever you guys are asking about when Simon is going to shave his head, but that's again going to be when we hit 10K, guys. 10K, Simon shaving his head. Everybody noticed.
There's my plaque right there.
Yeah, but we need to hit it for the academy, you know?
Wait, this is mine though. It is. You see it? Wait.
Yeah. I was 100% sure you're gonna show it off.
I'm gonna. Yes, exactly.
But anyways, getting back to the topic. So we have some discussion topics prepared for you guys, which we're going to cover. Simon is going to be our lead as usual, and then we will, you know, jump in and talk about stuff.
All right, I'm gonna already read some questions from the chat. Bro, this update sucks. Wait, hold up. Let me get into the role. Bro, this update sucks. We are, again, I just wanted to say, we are not, I am, nor Benz is an employee of Trovo, and Venattrix is in charge of community, so we do not make the product decisions or how programs are run. If you guys have any problem regarding the Trovo 500 program, please do go to the official Trovo Discord and search support in the support channel. Make sure to contact Trovo by email. There's also the email there. There is support there. So if you guys have any problems regarding the Trovo rules, the Trovo 500 changes, our opinion here, our personal opinion, we are not in charge of those things. We're offering here your like knowledge, like Benz, for example. Let's for example, Benz, you barely talk about your expertise. People don't know how high value of a man you are, Benz.
I think you're overvaluing me. But to answer your question, my experience comes from representing streamers in the industry, as well as working with clients who are looking to get promotions, sponsorships in streams, in YouTube videos or TikToks. Even we did some event organization in the past as well. So we are basically present in the market as an agency, as a consultant for streamers, as well as for client in the gaming industry itself. But yeah, I think that's enough about me. I think we should talk about our special guest today, you know.
Yes, I also want to answer one more question. Sorry to interrupt you, Benz. Miss Martian asks, how many classes left to complete? To complete the entire course, it's 3 classes left, so it's going to be 3 more streams. Every Thursday, Academy streams. And again, it's just a separate course. We are not in charge of Trovo 500 program. We're not, if you get banned, it's not Ben's banning you. It's not, trust me, I would be already banned probably if Ben's could ban people. I'll be banned every Monday. I'll wake up and I'll be like, Benz, why you do this to me every week? Anyways, guys, just like Ben's mentioned, let's jump into talking about our special guest because we're taking way too much time. So, Venattrix,
Hello.
how did you start in gaming?
How did I start in gaming? Oof, that was a very long time ago, I would say. I was very young. The way I guess I first got introduced into games is when I was a little kid, my dad used to play these cool strategy games. You know, I was like, oh, this is so cool. Look at these little people walking around and building things and houses and armies and fighting each other. Like, oh, I want to try this. Let me try this. And that's kind of how I started. So it was actually a very, very I would say uncommon gaming start. So basically things like Rise of Nations, Age of Empires,
Oh, I
Age
love
of
it.
Mythology, you know, it's not really like, you know, for kids targeted, especially like more and like, you know, for more mature, I guess, you know, teens and adults. So it was a very weird entry, and that's kind of how I started with the whole gaming thing. I basically just played the games that, you know, my father had, and he showed me, oh, look, you can do this, you can do that, and that's how I basically started. Yeah.
I can relate to that so much. Like that's exactly how I started as well. Like guys, like we were playing. I think Age of Empires 2 was the first game which we played, and we played it with my father, sister, and brother. So every night after we finished our homework, you know, we were playing it. And I remember my mother complaining, "Why aren't you guys outside playing soccer or whatever?" You know, and we were just playing and playing and playing.
Yeah, the good old times.
It's funny because I remember also playing with my sister. It was Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Nobody probably remembers that game, but it was also a strategical turn-based game. I was really, when I was younger, I was into chess, into strategy games. When I got a little older, I kind of diverted off this into like a little bit of sports. But I remember again, back in the day, the graphics were really something else. Looking back at it, and like if I check those games, but the gameplay and the playability, how much I enjoyed them, how much time I spent in them. There was no boxes, no special offers, no DLCs. It was just a game. I saw it always as a better form of entertainment. Like it's a book that I can interact with. It's like I can have like you're reading a book and you're using your imagination, right? But with a game, I could also interact with and do whatever I want in that particular game. So I really loved gaming. When I was younger, it was way better than it is right now, I think. Moving on, maybe chat has some sort of... How did you guys get introduced to gaming? What was your first game that you guys ever played in the chat? Also, I don't know why the chat is frozen on my screen. I apologize for that. Let me maybe refresh it. I think because someone banned someone. That's what happened.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, let me refresh it.
Keep that in mind.
Maybe let's move. Some people are saying FIFA,
yeah.
PlayStation 1 FIFA.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Moving on to topic number 2. What is your first stream ever?
Oh, my first stream ever, I would say it was like 4 years ago. I think it was on Mixer. That was actually on Mixer. It was my first stream. At the time, Paladins from Hi-Rez, if some of you know, that was a pretty popular game on Mixer, and there was like a whole, you know, thing with like kind of like Twitch drops, but you know, like the Mixer kit thing with Paladins. So I thought it would like Mixer would be a kind of a cool, I guess, cool platform to start with Paladins, because that's what I kind of played at the time. And yeah, that was that was a long time ago, I guess, now that I think about it. It just kind of, when now like think about it, it just seems like not, you know, how far I've come from, you know, that point in time to now. It's kind of crazy.
can you talk about it a little bit, because what's exciting for me to hear is like, and I think many people who are in chat can relate to it, who are potentially thinking about streaming and like how to get started, etc. Many times I hear people saying like, okay, I will need to get this and that equipment and then I can start, like what went down in your head before the first stream, like I assume you were excited, you were looking forward to it, but like how could you get over that, like first entry point mentally, if you understand my question?
I do. So basically, I guess that was a little bit before COVID, or around really when COVID started to be a thing. So, a lot of us, the cities were quarantined. We had to stay home more often. We didn't start going to schools. And basically, I was like, I still kind of, now that I can't really go outside and do much, I should probably do, something. And just gaming by itself, I feel like it was just, I didn't feel productive enough in a way. And I was thinking, maybe I could, start streaming, maybe like build a community online and make some friends online instead, because I obviously can't see some of my friends in real life. And because of that, some of them also don't really hang out online on Discord, on games, just not their thing. So that was kind of like my reasoning when I started streaming. It was strictly for fun. It was strictly just for fun to meet like new people and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And my first stream was it was I did my research though. Before I started, I did do my research because I don't really like doing things without like at least some research done. So I already kind of had like panels and stuff done, even though I've never streamed before. I was like completely prepared. So yeah, it was first stream when I when I started, I was basically I had one viewer, and that viewer was a bot, and I tried talking to that viewer, and I was like trying to make friends and like speaking to that person. Oh, hi, what's up? Oh, you like paladins, like whatever. And like I just realized that person is a bot, and I was like, okay. But yeah, it was I didn't have a cam back then. I didn't have any overlays. It was just, me trying to have fun, grinding some ranked and paladins, and yeah, trying to make some friends and along the way.
Miss Martian says, "Oh my God, sounds like me when I first started." So I think some people in the chat can share it. I think like going live first time, it's either high expectations or like very low expectations. Like for example, you go live and you don't really expect nothing, and like you mentioned, like you play paladins, and even if you gain viewers, it's probably from that game, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like let's say it was either a popular game or a niche game. When you start just maybe doing any type of content for a game that people are also enjoying, and they will just hang with you, it's like, just like you mentioned, having a group of friends but online. Everybody's at home, everybody's like locked up, and they just want to spend time together anyways. Like we're humans, we want to socialize as well, right? So streaming and streams are a great place for people to gather with similar interests.
For sure, yeah, absolutely agree. I've met so many wonderful people along, my journey when I started, like first stream ever up until now. It's definitely like it's something I do not regret. Like a lot of my family wasn't actually too supportive when it comes to that because content creation and whatnot. But it turned out in the end, it worked really really well for me.
That's great to hear. Guys, if you have, by the way, while we're talking to Venattrix, if you have any questions in the chat, just type it down. We're gonna see it. I'm gonna read it. Benz might even answer it. If you have any questions to me, if you have any questions to Benz, if you have any questions regarding the course, make sure to just type it in chat. We're definitely gonna answer that. And also keep the chat in English, please, if that's possible. Thank you. When I started on Facebook, I talked to myself for 10 hours. Then people started comments. Says Corleone 1990 gaming.
Yeah, that's definitely, I think that's a good thing, honestly. I think that's the best thing you can do as a small streamer that just started and has pretty much no interaction yet in chat. And that was probably the number one thing that I would recommend to someone who would stream like for the first time ever. Just I would say just try to kind of think out loud. You know, even though nothing is going on, you don't like, you don't have anyone interacting, even though no one's talking to you, you don't really want to be quiet. And the first impression when someone when someone sees your thumbnail, clicks on your stream, you don't want that person to come and just hear silence. You know, you want they want something, even though you're just talking, nonsense and not really related things, just anything about just talk, 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 so they can hear your voice. And then, maybe they see you, they say hi, maybe you say hi. You just don't want the space, the empty sound, the empty space. You just want to be talkative, just like I'm just talking, talking, talking now. So basically, I think that's a very good thing, and it's a good practice for when to fill out the quiet space, the quiet time in the streams you have in the future as well. You try, if you're a small streamer, you're probably not gonna have engaged chat all the time. There's still gonna be some downtimes, and it's still good practice to kind of think out loud and talk to yourself in that way to entertain maybe those who are just lurking.
Yeah, and I think you're bringing up a good point as well, that I think many people's expectation is that they have to constantly talk about something interesting, while in reality, basically, you just have to talk about what you're interested in, what you like, how was your day, etc. Like, there's a big difference in terms of, especially for streaming, that you, like, in a video, you can write a script, you can have like exactly what you want to say, but when you're doing a content for like an hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, 10 hour, even as someone mentioned it in chat too, it's more about documenting your journey, or talking about what are the things that are going on in your life. It doesn't have to be the most interesting thing or content or story that they're going to make a movie around, which it's kind of possible from the Academy content. There's going to be a Netflix series. I don't want to spoil anything, but you can never know. That's all I'm saying.
Definitely gotta. Did you already call Netflix, Bez? There's something you want to share with us?
I don't want to spoil anything, especially not for you guys or for myself. But you can never know. So we just have to be positive. If Netflix you're watching, like we are coming for you. I believe in a couple of months we might be able to have something there, but who knows?
Yeah, probably when Netflix shuts down, huh?
I think that's a different topic. That's going to be a 7th class, All
right, guys. Again, if you have any questions regarding the Trovo Academy streaming course, regarding our special guest Venattrix, or to meet or Benz, make sure to type in the chat. Please keep it in English. Let's maybe proceed with the conversation. Next question is, it's just like a statement, 5 to 30 viewers, and I think this is maybe you're gonna elaborate on this, Benz.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we would like to hear about, or at least personally, what I would love to hear is like how the journey was, because I think that's like the sorry about that, like the first big change where you like to get 1 or 2 or 5 viewers even, like that can happen in your first week, but to consistently reach like 30 viewers, that can take months or even years in some cases. So I basically just wanted to hear about from the first point of just streaming for fun, to meet new people, or to have an online community, as you said, like how it went, like to get to 30. What were the changes, like what did you learn along the way while you get there?
All right. That's a good question. Definitely. I would say the number one thing that I managed to achieve to get to that level is consistency. I think that's probably one of the most important things that you need to do, because if you're not consistent, if you don't have like a stream schedule that you stick with, or stream for like a month and then you don't stream for like 2 weeks and then stream again, you're not gonna get to that constant viewership. You're not letting people you're not letting them know that you're gonna come back and you're gonna be here. And it's I think that's definitely the more you do it, it's just people are gonna get used to it, people are gonna come again, and have to say, and then just interact. Like friendship takes a while to build. At least that's how I look at my community personally, because it is a small community, and we do have a small community that's like up like 30 ACU average. So usually it's mostly like I would say 80% are like the common people that come to the stream. So you have pretty much 80% of the people that are just, almost every, on every stream, right? And like I would say like the 20% that I had were basically random people who would just hang out for that stream and probably not come again. Or yeah, I think that's definitely the number one thing. So the other thing that I also did to manage to go through the 5 to the 30 viewers is I started doing some community building to actually encourage my viewers to stay and come again. So important thing that I did, I think that helped a lot in retention of my viewers, is that I had a Discord. I created a Discord channel where I would interact with my viewers while I'm offline. I would have like a meme channel, and we like talk about anime channel, we would talk about stuff. And I think that helped a lot, because even though, I was offline, I was still able to engage with these people, and provide them at least some form of entertainment and, kind of hanging out and, providing them a place to hang out with each other, without me. So I think those are the two biggest things. And, some other things on the side that I also did was improve my stream in a way. For example, I got some overlays, some very basic overlays, nothing super fancy animated, just, just something to have on screen, like a border, like maybe a static follower alert, like the basic ones that you get from like Stream Elements or Streamlabs, nothing super fancy. You don't need to have super fancy things to in that range. What we really want is to build a relationship with your community, with your viewers that come to the stream, and maintain the relationship of the viewers that are already coming to your stream. Yeah, I think that's basically most like the biggest, I guess, the biggest things.
So just to take some of the key moments, at least what I heard, like first thing was consistency, which we talked about in class number 1. If guys, let us know in chat who was here in the first class and who remembers consistency as one of the keys which can help you get there. I think another big point that you pointed out was like building the connection, and as you said, like if you want to make a community which is donating, subbing, buying your merchandise long term, etc., like obviously it starts with building, the first relationship with the first viewer, and then the second, etc., and then it keeps on adding. Only the tools are changing, because after a while, obviously, you can't talk to 1,000 people every day personally. And another thing that you said that really resonated with me is that many people who I speak with and who ask me, okay, how can I be a bigger streamer? How can I get more viewership, etc.? Their first impression is always to buy a better camera, buy a better PC, buy a new monitor, whatever. Like they're thinking only about material things that are going to help them, while many times I think the key is more about showing up, more about building these connections and trying to make more engaging content instead of making like a 5K stream, and I think that's a really good point. And guys, if you're here from the Academy listening every week, make sure you guys hear these notes that we are giving you guys. These are really important. The Venattrix is really preaching now, so make sure you take these away.
Yeah, I really like how you mentioned that you see your viewers, your initial viewers, because obviously, let's say someone surpasses 1,000 viewers, you cannot maintain the same relation, but the initial viewers are basically your friends, right? Like it feels like a family online when you're consistently there. They know that this is a place that they can tune in. You're gonna be there. You're gonna talk to them. You're gonna play with them. You're gonna do things with them. Like consistency is superbly important. Like even for example, when people know that you're gonna be on and that they can tune in and you're gonna be on. Like, oh, I'm driving home, or like I'm at work. I'm bored. I can just hop into the stream, join, and my mind is somewhere else. I'm thinking about something else. I'm with my community of friends, and I'm spending time. Even, for example, my grandma used to watch, like, MacGyver or Luz Maria. She would be, like, running to her TV, was like, oh, it's Tuesday, I gotta put MacGyver on. She was waiting for the Tuesday because she knew that the MacGyver is on. I'm like, Grammy, move aside, I want to watch as well. You know what I mean? So consistency, when people know when you're going to be on, that is insanely important, and do not undervalue how important it is for people to know that you're gonna be there. You have to if you really want to make it, you have to make a priority. Definitely.
And just to get back to your first point, like in the beginning, it's usually it's not just those people become your family. It usually overlaps, and your first viewers are your family. Like I can definitely relate. Like my brother started streaming for a while, and I was the only one checking in and watching, so he doesn't feel alone, you know. So that's usually how it starts. But as we are discussing it, it can grow to so much more.
Exactly. Moving into another point of discussion, which is why Trovo? What made you check out Trovo? Why you think Trovo is the place to be? How did you initially start with Trovo? Maybe Ben's want to frame this question differently.
Yeah, I mean, basically, what I wanted to ask here is just how did you get here first, and the second part is like why did you stay? Obviously, because as you mentioned, you were a Mixer, and I think some other platforms as well. So I think the key thing is, and what people would be interested in is like what made you choose this platform other than the others, and why you stuck here.
All right, yeah, so basically, yeah, I was on Mixer, and as you all know, Mixer got shut down, and that was probably, I didn't have a lot of experience back then. I probably streamed for maybe 2 months or so, so I didn't even have like a real community. I had, a couple of people here and there, which, by the way, I still have some of them. Like my biggest subscriber for 2 years now on Tro is still a person from Mixer. So that's kind of just like I had to flex that, sorry. That's what community building is. Very important, guys. But basically, sorry. Yes, Mixer got shut down, and I started actually on Twitch first. And as you all know, Twitch might be very difficult. I still didn't have really, socials built up. I was still starting on, my Instagram, my TikTok, other stuff. So it was really difficult on Twitch. And honestly, as you all know, when Twitch you start, let's say you stream a game like League of Legends, and you really like playing that, you really want to play that, and you go shoved down all the way, about the hundreds and hundreds of people with 0 viewers. You just like, the discoverability is just, it is what it is on Twitch. That's not, you have to do other things to bring your audience to Twitch. You're not almost never gonna get them from Twitch. It's just occasional people that click somehow. I don't even know how, but yeah. And basically one of my friends, streamer friends that I made friends with, they told me about like this Trovo thing. It was like, oh, there's like this new streaming site called Trovo, and they have this like program where you can like earn money, and like when you stream, like, no way, that's kind of cool. Let me check that out. It is what it is, guys. And basically, I got on Trovo. I did my first stream. I checked out a couple of other streamers as well. It was really small back then. Like when I opened up the league category, I think there was maybe like 10 streamers in total online. It's like kind of insane, it was tiny, and Trovo 500 at that point, the hours were for silver, they were like 400 hours for silver. Like, whoa. But yeah, basically after I had a good experience on Trovo. Like my first stream ever, I had like 6 or 7 average viewers, which was kind of insane. I like never had that much on Twitch, and that was like my first stream. Like, holy, whoa. Like, what's going on? It's kind of crazy. A lot of people started clicking on my stream that I've never talked to before on socials, that don't follow me on social. I was like, that's kind of but yeah, after that I joined the Discord server because I wanted to let the get to know the community. I wanted to get to know the streamers. I wanted to network with the streamers. Wanted to make some new friends. People that I raid with, people that would raid me. Things like that. Just the average things that your content creator has to do. And I actually made so many lovely friends on the Discord. People were so nice. Everyone's so talkative. And then I saw, like Twitch, actually, sorry, Trovo staff actually talking, in the Discord, and helping with, inquiries and, bugs and, suggestions or talking all of it. Like, that's crazy. I'm talking to, like a staff member. Like, that's so weird. Because, Twitch is so big that, they don't really have that, relationship with their community. And I think that's the number one thing what made me actually stay on Trovo is the way Trovo treats their community. It's something I really fell in love with, and is also the reason why I am a community manager today here on Trovo. It was just something about it. It just had a very like family-ish vibes. Everyone was really close. We know each other, and the fact that Trovo actually listened to their community and they talked back to them is, to me, something that I've never seen anywhere on other streaming platforms before. And that's I would say the main reason why I stayed here. And if some of you may know, after a few months or so, I became the moderator for the Balkan channels, so Serbian, Croatian, etc. Yeah, I was basically moderating that channel. We also recruited many other volunteers to help me out. And yeah, that's how it basically all started. And now I'm here.
What I was missing is, like, what would you say, how much percentage-wise affected you, like, as seeing Simon in the platform, like him streaming, like how much effect it had for you to stay here? Because for me, that was like 50%, I would say.
99.
Benz, I'm never going to Bucharest. Is that's what you try to achieve?
Bucharest! We're in Budapest!
See, I even dissed you live.
I think you're just trying to tilt me.
There you go. I know how to get you. There is a question from the chat. Sorry for interrupting. Hi Venattrix, do you add social networks to your live shows to advertise the channels? Asks Fox Slayer in the chat. It was a question a little while back.
So basically, how I do advertise my socials, but they're not my main focus while I'm live streaming. I do have them on my offline screen. So if you go to my offline screen, you can see, all of my socials, and I definitely have them in the panels below the stream. And I also have commands in the channel that people can write ! Discord, and then you can have a link for the Discord. And occasionally I think I have my Stream Elements bot. I think it's rotating, so after every 10 minutes and X amount of messages sent, it sends a message to everyone if you guys like what you see. Venattrix also does other content on other social media, so I think that's a kind of a decent way to advertise your socials without being too annoying, I guess, on live stream, to not really have that almost like an ad feel to it, so just like a written message from the bot to kind of remind people to check out your other socials, and definitely have all the links in the panels below for sure. But I personally don't advertise it on the live stream itself. But that's if you don't want to incorporate that to your own stream, that's fine. I think as long as you don't force it too much.
Corleone says in the chat, Trovo's platform with real admins. From here, it can be said that is a strong platform. I also agree with what you said. Like initially, when I remember me checking out Trovo, was it felt almost surreal with I remember the 400-hour requirement for silver was like, no way, there's no way. That was my initial. It's kind of like your life lesson. If something is too good to be true, it must be a scam. And it actually wasn't. And I also remember that, like you mentioned, that you go to Discord and you have contact to admins. You can actually talk to the staff. And I was back in the day thinking, there is no way I can go to YouTube and talk to YouTube, to the people in charge of YouTube that they make decisions. And to this day, Trovo has monthly roundtables that you can guys apply through Discord to actually get in the roundtable and talk to the product management team. And I'm actually shocked how well it is. You have direct access to the people behind the product, and they will listen to your input. They will specifically ask, hey, what are your thoughts about this? What do you think about it? Share, do you like option A, option B, option C, option D? I think the last one was 7 days ago. And I was a part of it, and I enjoyed it very, very often. So if there, I think another one will be till towards the end of the month, so I recommend you guys checking it out through official Trovo Discord. There's gonna be a place to apply to participate in the roundtable meeting. It's called.
Yeah, I see your guys' point. Like whenever I got here in the beginning, you know, and if you're gonna compare Mixer to Trovo as where Venattrix came from, I think a big difference how Trovo, you know, started was building up these communities which Venattrix are talking about, and she obviously being a big part of this. Basically, you know, had a different approach than how Mixer did this in the past, you know, like signing Ninja, signing other huge streamers who were just basically put in there and like let the people come, you know. Like I think the base pillars of Trovo are coming from, you know, like starting together, building together, listening to the community, which you can't really, as both of you guys have mentioned, it can't really find it in any other platform where like this you know, huge amounts of budgets go into building this site, always improving in the quality, etc. And actually not only saying that we listen to the communities and the viewers, but actually providing channels for them to say their mind, even if there are constructive criticism, you know, which sometimes happen, and I think it has to happen for something to get better. That's what I remember I liked very much initially when seeing it. Like there was a different mindset than compared to how their competitors are handled this, and I think that's what separated Trovo definitely.
We have a question from the chat. I tend to always listen. In Trovo Academy streams, I will read all the questions. Ben's dating advice, I will read it. Trust me. Like, we want this place to be for people
Nobody's
to be heard.
asking for it, Simon. Now.
I'm leading people to it, okay?
I'm looking for the 40-year-old virgins coming here and asking, like, please save me, but that's not happening, so I'm not sure.
I don't think they know you're an expert, Bez.
Yet.
Pachinko TV asks, why still Orange have no Trovo 500 program? Why there is still no Orange program within the Trovo 500?
Well, I think that's I'm not sure how much that's your topic, Venattrix, but I think that's more for the development side of Trovo and how they are building up the T500. So guys, as you said, there's the Discord. There are community channels where you can voice these concerns and let management know about this, and hopefully they can get back to you as soon as they can.
Exactly, guys. We are not in charge of Trovo 500. We're just doing the Trovo Academy, me and Ben's. So we're responsible for giving you guys knowledge how to grow your stream, and this is the focus of the Trovo Academy. Another question from Not a Potato. Hey, the new Trovo update sucks. Do you have any way to get back to the old user interface? Thank you.
Do you want to take this, Venattrix? Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, there's no way, like, it's probably, you know, not going to happen. It's just, you know, what it is now. But I definitely recommend you to go to the Discord and go to product suggestions and basically say what, like, actually just write a big message saying what you think, why you think, what and why you think is, you know, what's making you think that. Why do you not like, you know, this specific product? So, you know, make some, you know, how do I say this? Definitely give your criticism, I think. I think it's very important that you do that. Because, you know, if people don't do that, things are not, you know, things don't change. That's how pretty much, you know, the world works. You have to, you know, let the people know, oh, I don't like this, you know, and I can tell you for sure, definitely, like, Trovo listens, right? And this is only like the first, you know, version, and it takes time to build up a product. It's not gonna be good. It can be perfect when you first release it, right? So it has to go through development, and you have to find these things that don't really work well, and, you know, why do you not like it? You don't like it because it's hard to get to certain things. Do you not like it because, you know, it looks weird, or you can't find, you know, certain things that you used to be able to find very easily. You definitely, like, share all of that in the Discord. I would definitely recommend that, and I think the product team will also love to hear that kind of feedback, so we can improve the product, you know, and make it what you guys, you know, want it to be.
Yeah, and I think, like, something to mention here, like, I know some of you guys might be frustrated because something changed, that you were used to, etc., and you may not like it for the first, and you have to get used to it. I think it's as Venattrix said, it's important to voice your concern, but it's also important to phrase it in a way that they can use this information. So if you're just phrasing like, I don't like it, like, what exactly don't you like? Like, be descriptive, describe it very specifically, and try to offer a solution or recommend something other than just being negative about it. And another aspect that I want to point out, which is, in my opinion, is interesting example, like back then, when everybody was using horse cars, and everybody was horse riding everywhere, and the first car came around, people were generally negative about cars and didn't want to use cars. Like, I think like that there is a change. Changes are always hard to get used to at first, but then you realize, oh, this is actually kind of cool. Like, me personally, when I see the first update and went to the site, it took me a bit of time to find something, but then I also realized, oh, I can actually do a lot more stuff now. Like, you need to adapt to it. It takes some time. So in the beginning is always hard, but right now, if you would have to switch on your social media to the first 0.1 version of Facebook, you would be, pulling your hair out because it was looking terrible compared to how it is now. And it's going to be the same with Trovo. It's a journey. Things change, things improve. We just need to be positive about it and try to optimize how it can be better and more effective for your use, and that's why these are channels are established, and that's why you need to find a way to communicate them in a correct manner, so it's not just showing frustration.
I would like to share my opinion as well, but at the same time I have to catch up on the questions from chat. So Piggy Barra asks, hello, how are you today? And she tagged us all. How are you guys doing? Benz, Venattrix, are you doing good?
Great. I'm having so much fun.
Benz, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Simon. Like, I start to enjoy these academy streams more and more, and I see more and more people are coming. So I hope you guys are feeling our energy, feeling us, smiling a lot. Yeah, I'm doing good.
Carleon says, Trovo's most balanced platform in the last 5 years. It's the perfect combination. Also, Miss Martian says, I hope Trovo stays forever. Love, I've been on every platform and no growth. Trovo has more growth. Shout out to Gledel. Welcome Natalie. Where can I find video room? There is a YouTube video regarding the entire Trovo space. I'm actually in it, and I will show you how to find your video room in that video. So make sure to check out Trovo Live or join our Discord in the link down below, and there's all videos right there in our Discord, Trovo Academy Discord. You can click the link in the description down below and join our Trovo Academy Discord for more information.
I saw multiple people asking about how they can become a warden. Venattrix, can you give them a bit of information?
I can give them information. You have to go to the Trovo official Discord and check frequently asked section. And there's going to be entire information. You have to go through a process, and then if you get selected, you get contacted, and that's pretty much it. Foxlayer.
Guys, don't be afraid. The selection process is not like X Factor or something like that. It's going to be a lot more easy and a lot more convenient.
It's actually more complex. You have to win Benz over and then win a rose from him.
But there's no singing involved. At least we can say that, right?
I don't. It might be dancing. Foxlayer asks, will there be an implementation of the Italian language in the future?
I would say yeah. Like if we like grow an Italian community, for sure. We definitely plan to localize for pretty much every country and every community that wants to be on Trovo. So when the demand comes, it's something definitely we will do. But for now, unfortunately, we don't have enough Italian users to put our resources and efforts into translating.
Real No Eagle says, I love Trovo, how there are not any ads like Twitch. All right.
So if you repeat the question?
It's just a statement that he likes Trovo more than Twitch because there are no ads. Which is probably due to change in the future, though. Because there are, as far as I know, there are ads in the planning, right?
Yes, there are ads in the planning. It's definitely going to become a thing, especially now with the video room and everything. And I don't think it's a per se bad thing, because that will allow the content creators to earn additional income, right? And that will be pretty much good for everyone. And yeah, there's probably, I would assume also, I honestly don't know the details about the ads yet, how it's gonna work, but I would assume also, for example, if it's gonna be on live videos, probably you can sub, you know, to like just like on Twitch to get it removed. But I think like the first thing is just gonna be banners. There's not gonna be like video ads. That would be my assumption. Like I said, I don't really know all the details, but uh, I think it's just yeah.
I mean, it's all about sustainability, guys. Like at the end of the day, and as we discussed many times before, like Trovo has been around for a while. They have been supporting streamers, not one, not two, you know, in different parts of the world, offering different revenue sources which are now available in any other streaming platform anywhere, as far as I know. And if we want to build keep this platform up, we need to, or the platform needs to find a way to sustain itself. And of course, based on what Venattrix said, like we are not talking about a banner that's going to cover 99% of the screen or anything like that. But this is a direction that where every platform after a point, I think, needs to head. And also, I think it's a good perspective that with these ads, the streamers are going to be supported as well.
There's also a question from Spasmatic. Can we talk about the earned income since we are on the subject? But I don't entirely understand the question. Earned income.
I think, guys, if you can just be a little bit more specific regarding the questions, and then we can.
And also, there is a monetization class in front of us, so maybe keep the ones about the income and about the monetization towards that class. What do you think about Vance?
Could you repeat that, Simon? I'm sorry.
There is a monetization class coming up. So maybe...
Yes, guys, one of the last classes that we will have in the course is going to be about monetization, where we are not only going to cover how you can monetize your streams better on Trovo, but we're also going to talk about more overall as a streamer, how you can make this your main living, or as a content creator, to be more specific. We will try to provide you as many revenue sources and as many ideas how you can. I think in 3 to 6 months, it's realistic to expect something where you can, cover your basic expenses, depending on, of course, where you live and how hard you're trying.
So moving on from the last question, why Trovo, to what's your current job, Venattrix?
Okay, so my current job, I am the community manager for ANA Europe. I basically do community strategies, community work, community events, things like that, here for Trovo. So, for example, some of you might have participated in these, those fun like gaming events. Maybe if you saw on Discord, that's something, I created. So yeah, I also do the community night for the Balkan region as well. That's basically what I do. I want to make the community happy. It's my job to make you guys super happy, and yeah, basically.
So sorry to divert of the topic. Spasmatic elaborated. What am I talking about is the 50-50 split. I'm sure I can speak for the most streamers. Taking 50% of income is a lot. Are there any plans to raise the percent when it comes to giving the earned income to the streamers? I think it's again worth mentioning that we are not behind the decisions. Me and Benz are just in charge of like Trovo Academy, and Venattrix is a community manager. So make sure if you want any feedback, you have to join Trovo official Discord and use the feedback section regarding anything information we have. I have no information regarding that. Benz, you have any information?
I would just personally, I think 50-50 might sound a lot in the beginning, but if you look around the market and how much other competitors of Trovo are taking, I don't think it's considered a lot. I know platforms, some of them, without naming them, taking more than 50% of the streamers' donations and subs, etc. And the other thing is like you guys also have to consider how much cost the platform has to keep itself running, and there's a reason why they need to take X amount of percentage. Just again, talking about sustainability, etc., and the possibilities and opportunities it can offer you. You know, as Venattrix said in his first stream, he already had more viewers than his previous platforms for in X amount of time. So there are many opportunities in Trovo, and you know, there's also they have to have some opportunities as well. You know.
Exactly. I totally agree with you, Benz. And again, if you guys have any feedback, go to official Trovo Discord and make sure you like phrase it correctly, and they will definitely reply to you. Like if I have some, even me, if I have some sort of feedback regarding a product, I go to the correct section. Maggie replies to me. Magic Maggie replies to me, and we just go back and forth. So it's out in the public. It's not like I have direct channel to her and I can talk to her specifically. I'm also using the Trovo channels to talk to people. So that's literally all I can tell you. That this is the way to make it work. Moving on. Community building, Benz. What do we mean by that?
I mean, as Maggie said, that's her main job, or that's her main objective in Trovo. So, and we have sort of covered this as well in our previous lessons. So what I wanted to hear from her is like just to tell us a little bit about how exactly what are the tools she's using. How we briefly touched on these before, just to elaborate a little bit on this. And then our next topic, and I'm sorry for spoiling it, is going to be some tips you guys can take home and start using, you know, in your own streams, own channels. So Maggie, please take it, or Maggie, I'm sorry, Venattrix, take it away. Sorry about that.
You were mad about Budapest, huh? At Bucharest.
Yes, because that was intentional.
All right. Definitely, like I mentioned before, I would say the number one thing that helped me with the community building is Discord for sure. So having a Discord, having a place where your community can interact with each other is definitely one of the biggest things you can do, at least, you know, as a base, right? There are also many other things and many other strategies that you can apply to your own career to you know, get that community engaged and you know, talking and you know, retain actually the new ones as well. So definitely building a Discord, you know, creating some basic channels for sure. I would say, you know, like general, maybe you're like, for me example, I have like an anime channel, you have like specific gaming channel, you know, whatever your interests are. And I would definitely also recommend for the Discord, it's also cool to kind of move from gaming a little bit as well. So for example, like I said, anime, maybe like some, like a cat channel where people, like, I don't know, share pictures of cute cats or something, you know, basically on my own Discord. I think that's actually one of my moderators suggested that they really wanted that. I've never actually even thought about it before, but they really wanted a GIF only channel. So basically I have on my server, I have a chat that you have to only post gifts and nothing else, just gifts. The things that have come out of that was, it's so funny things. It's just, honestly, it was like one of my most active channels, honestly, especially when it first started. Everyone was just spamming gifts, and it was just great. The people were loving it. They were engaging with it constantly, and they would just come back to post a funny gift to someone else's response, right? So like, even though it seems like a very small thing, it does help a ton. You guys, it helps a ton. Because people are going to hang out in Discord. Maybe, you know, they're gonna take a look at first, you know, not talk to many people. But yeah, definitely like building out and engaging Discord server is a thing to do. Also, one thing for Discord that I would also recommend is to have like a welcome channel, especially for a small streamer. If you don't have like already a huge community, a huge built, you know, audience with, you know, thousands of people, this might not make sense. But if you're a small streamer trying to, you know, establish the community, is trying to, you know, create this core, you know, your core community, you know, to build it up. A welcome channel is a great way to do that. I like setting up a welcome channel and pretty much just like a little welcome gif or a wave or emoji or say something, you know, for the new members that have joined, just, you know, welcoming to the community. There's also so many things you want to do. It really depends on like what your niche is. Obviously, it would be gaming, but I do recommend, like having something else, on the side that would also define your target audience as well. So yeah, that would be like the Discord thing. For the streams, I do like personally, I like making community streams. So basically, what I mean by community streams, I would make, let's say, once in a month or every time I reach like a milestone, let's say 500 followers, 1,000 followers, or something like that, I would do a special kind of stream where I would play games with my community. So, things like Jackbox games, things like, Fall Guys, something that everyone can play. So that is like definitely recommend Jackbox because that is super accessible to everyone. You just have to have a phone. No one has to have the game. You're the only one who has to have it, and it's super fun. And that's when also like you pick things like Quiplash. Let's say, for those of you who know, it's like kind of like they're like the game asks you a question, then you have to answer. People have to pick an answer that's funny or whatever. So many memes have sprung from that, from those community nights that I have had. Like, still to this day, people talk about those, right? That's also, so you actually engage with the community, you play with them together, and you also create relationships, you create bonds with them. You have these specific, moments and inside jokes that only people who came to this community stream know about. And people who didn't come probably might not know what they're talking about on Discord the next day, right? Or maybe on the next stream we're making fun jokes, right? So definitely, like, these are the things that I recommend. Also, if you want to, this is not necessary. I never honestly used that because I didn't have, a lot of money. I usually, most of the money that I did use is I put it for, stream improvements. So like better microphone, better camera, things like that. If you want to do giveaways, that is also fine, I think. Especially for like community giveaways from the core community and like your subs, most loyal people, make a requirement like, oh, you're here for, X amount of time, or you're a subscriber for X amount of time. In a way, you kind of reward your community back, by, they supported you, they've been here, they've been watching, they've been lurking, they've been talking, they've been, subbing, donating, whatever. And this is just a way to say thank you. So yeah, those are, I would say, some of like basic strategies that I use that are not too complex for, someone who doesn't have maybe a lot of time or money. Pretty much everyone can do these things, and they're really easy to set up. And I would just pretty much suggest everyone to have something like that and to incorporate some of these things in their own streams, in their own content, in their own community.
While you were talking, I was thinking, especially in the beginning when you talked about greeting people in Discord, etc., is that many of the things are sort of similar when you are doing or building an offline community. Like when I was little, we had to go to church, etc., and then the pastor or the one who was leading the I don't know how to call it properly, but the
mass,
yes, or the event in the church, let's call it like that. He was, welcoming everybody, going there, shaking their hands, talking about activities that the youth can do together, talking about, life lessons, etc., that can bring people together. Like, if you're beginning and starting about it, just imagine like every account that you see online is a real person, and how would you treat the person if they're coming into your house? Of course, if you know them, not if they're robbing you or whatever, but just welcome them and try to get to know them, and like there are so many things you can like doesn't normally feel like normal when you're streaming, but if you think about it this way, it might normalize it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure, definitely, I agree.
I also really like that you mentioned you did special occasions, right, Vance?
Yeah, like at 10K, you shaving your head. Anybody's clipping this?
No. Venattrix mentioned that she did special occasion streams for the community, which we also already covered in a class number 2, I think.
Yes, we did.
Exactly.
I see you're paying attention, Simon.
I am paying attention. I am listening to you, Vance. Are you listening to me?
You're really going for that hat, I think.
I already have the hat.
I mean, 2 hats is even better. I think we have to make a picture like that, for the hardcore fans to have like 2 hats on their head, just to build on it,
Exactly. Anyways, moving on to tips and tricks for streamers.
Ooh. Just
think-
in general.
Maybe
I think we touched on
Benz.
some of the things like consistency, like how to build communities, etc. I would narrow it down to, let's say, 2 tips or 2 advices that you would have from your own experience as working as officially for Trovo, as well as, you know, streaming, being a streamer yourself, or yeah, just 2 things that would people can take away from today's stream.
Okay, so basically, ooh, I can only say 2 things. I would say like a million things right now. But okay, yes, definitely community building. Like, engage with your community while you're offline, whether that be on like Discord, on Instagram, on Twitter, on socials, like wherever. I think it really matters that you provide, you know, a space where everyone can get together even when you are offline, right? When you're not streaming. I think that is super important, and that will actually, you know, keep those who come to your stream. It will keep them there, right? So I guess this kind of my lesson for me. What I want to personally emphasize, what helped me a lot, is, you know, targeting these people that are active and, you know, retaining them, right? So, you know, making you know, providing them with some things that they can do while you're offline, right? I think that is important, and I think that what makes, you know, also increases the loyalty to you, that will come again, and again, because, you know, you're just you know, building this relationship with them. I think that is very important. It obviously, you know, depends on person to person how much one does that. Some people, you know, are more shy. They maybe don't want that kind of relationship, and that is completely fine. Some people just come here and just some watch you, and that's pretty much it. Some people also know that are on Discord, they're pretty much in like react, but they don't talk and anything. It's just like kind of keeping up with, you know, the memes and the culture and everything like that. So yeah, definitely like engaging with your community, or at least providing them a place to engage with each other together, is a very good thing that you need to do. And the other thing, I guess.
So just to, sorry, Venattrix, just if you would sum it up in 1 sentence, just so it can be memorable. So
Okay.
providing an activity or engaging more with the viewers, or how would you put it in, like really short, just to, for them to be easily take it away, you know, tattoo it on themselves or whatever.
All right. So I would say, in 3 words, build community offline. I guess, in a way. In 3 words, I would say that. Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry to interrupting.
All good, all good. I just kind of, when I start talking, I just I got into streamer mode. And the other thing, just have fun. Honestly, just have fun while you stream, while you do anything, while you do content creation. Have fun. If you're not gonna have fun, if you're not having fun, if you're not enjoying it, you know, the community feels it, right? Everyone feels it. If you don't like it, there's a big chance, you know, people are gonna realize that feel, and, you know, kind of see through it and be like, you know, maybe I don't like that either, you know. So make sure you enjoy it. I think what most important is that you enjoy it, for sure.
What would be? Thank you, Venattrix, for those tips and tricks. Benz, what would be yours 2 tips and tricks for streamers? Maybe you think of yours, and I'm gonna tell mine.
I mean,
I think no. Let me start. You think,
Okay.
you think, because if you take mine, I already thought about mine, and I'm scared that you're gonna take
I wanted
mine.
to guess it so much, you know.
No. You're gonna guess mine. I would say, this is gonna be kind of, it's not gonna be basic. I would say, try to be different. Do something different that someone else is doing, right? And just believe in yourself. Like really believe in yourself. Like really believe it. Like when I'm doing something, I believe I'm best at it. Like I'm literally the best. I am the best. Be very
We
confident
believe that
about
too,
it.
to be honest. Like, nobody's arguing with you.
1v1 me in Warzone, Benz, alright? I'm gonna beat you.
I heard some people calling you the Polish ninja. Is that true?
Yes, exactly. That is true. How did you know? Did you start that?
Or I mean, you can be the original ninja. He can be the American ninja.
I will never dye my hair blue though. Never. Oh, thank you. Yeah, but honestly, you know, we talk a lot about the basic thing like consistency and stuff like that. It should be obvious at this point to everybody, and utilizing other social media. But two things, like by being different. I mean, for example, find your niche. Like I to this day, like I mentioned in the beginning, played Heroes of Might and Magic 3, which is the old game that I started with. And to this day, I watch a streamer play that, and he has 300 viewers. And there is literally a guy that will describe and play over like this old game for these old men in the chat, and we're gonna be all like, "Oh man, why didn't you buy the vampires, right?" And we're like, "Oh, I didn't buy the." It's a niche thing, but he's thriving in the niche thing, and it's his thing. It's his thing. That's what I mean by he's like sticking by it. For a lot of people that would be like, "Oh, that's an old game. Who would watch that?" Well, there are people that will watch it. Ben's coming up with your 2 tips.
I mean, it's sort of hard because, like, you know, we discussed in the academy consistency, authenticity. Like these are all great things. If I would have to mention something new, I would say, like, in every business and in streaming as well, I would mention adaptation. Like there are new trends going on social media, on everything like that. New games are coming out. Like make sure you're following up. What are the available things you can, you know, what are the hype trains you can join or create yourself, you know. That will be definitely one of them. So keeping updated and adapting to the new things that are coming. Another thing to mention would be to don't be afraid to basically dream big, you know. Like I see so many people who are just only thinking like, oh man, if I can reach 10 viewers, you know, like, or if I can get, you know, like make $100 a month of this, you know. Like at this point, with like internationally as well, you know, like you can make a living out of it. It's not rocket scientist. Like you don't have to be the most handsome guy, you don't have to be the most talented guy or whatever. Like of course these can help, but the point is, like, with the things that we are talking about, you know, staying consistent, staying authentic to yourself, adopting, building communities, you know, like if you do all these things and you put in the work, it's going to pay out. You might not be as big as Ninja, but you can definitely get to a level where you can make a living for yourself. And I truly believe that.
We also gonna take some questions from the chat. Spasmatic asks, what are the future plans that you can talk about when it comes to things coming to the platform? Is there anything we can share or anything we know? Again, like I'm gonna repeat it myself again, guys. This is Trovo Academy stream. There is also Dev Corner stream where you can ask the devs about the Trovo updates and the future plans that are coming to the platform. Trovo Academy has nothing to do with that, and they have nothing to do with the Trovo Academy. So it's kind of like, let's say, it's fast food, but we're KFC and they're McDonald's. Let's say like that for the lack of better comparison. Nothing came to my mind. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I think what we can. Oh, sorry, Venattrix, go ahead.
Oh, good. I just wanted to say, basically on the Discord, if you want to do a little bit of research, like you can go on the FAQ. And I think in the FAQ it states like the Trello board. On the Trello board, you can find a list of all the things that are in planning. You know, all the features, all the updates, and all, you know, bigger things that we plan on releasing. It also has a little, you know, like a timeline as well. So something that's going to be released soon, within 2 months, or within like a year or so. So basically, yeah, you can check that out. Probably you can find some information there.
Also,
sorry, what
yes.
we can definitely share, which I'm surprised we haven't mentioned yet, is like, guys, we have this thing coming out next Thursday, 7 p.m. It's going to be amazing. We are continuing the academy course. There's going to be a new lesson. We are going to cover social media. So some of you have mentioned that's a great way to grow, and which is really true. And that's what we are going to dive into. It's going to be really excited. Me and Simon are going to put our shoulders to work and bring you guys the most epic content.
So
make sure to check
next week is your best dating advice, Benz, or?
I mean, I think we have to, you know, set an objective, like, you know, every thousands of followers that we get. And by the way, I think we're really close to 3K, guys. So make sure you give us a follow and a like, or like you can't, but just follow us. If we hit that, we can definitely have some, you know, deep relationship advice or something like that.
No, okay, but
I'm the best, I won't be there.
And of course, the 10K guys. Remember, most important thing:
Ben's is
10K.
shaving
We're
head.
shaving the head of Simon.
No, Ben's
Everybody
is shaving
heard
the
it.
head. I
mean,
don't have any hair, man. Like barely any hair there.
I mean, don't be shy, Simon. We can see it. It looks good. That's why we're taking it off. Like, you know, no one would notice if I take my hair off. You know, like, but you, that would be something. You know. We
Maybe
have to give the
Venattrix
viewers
gonna
what they
shave her
want.
head. At million subscribers, though. Oh, that would be something. Anyways, Corleone Gaming in the chat says, for example, I united the community with emotional games. As example, Red Dead Redemption 2. We laughed together, we screamed together, and we cried together. I think that's a great comment from Corleone. Thank you for watching the Trovo Academy stream and sharing that thought. Blue Opal says, you will find your niche. You are either funny or serious, but always be yourself. Your audience will find you. That is also correct. Any comments about that? I think Blue Opal just nails it on the head.
Yeah, for sure. Just be, just be you. Find your niche. Find what you love. Don't be fake. Like, just even though you might be weird to you, some people may think they're weird, but there are so many other weird people like you out there, and you're just gonna come and you guys are gonna vibe together and just don't care what others think. You have your own thing and just go for it.
When you were talking about when you were talking about dreaming big, I think Spasmatic made a comment. I want to make Amora money.
What?
Amorat money.
Oh, that is dreaming big.
He's dreaming big. He wants to make Amorat money. Once he makes Amorat money, Ben's promised to shave his head. So you get 2.
Okay, I need a bit of background information. Can anybody explain? I don't understand Umbrella money.
Oh, okay. I cannot elaborate on that. You have to Google it.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Exactly.
Yeah, let's go. That might be a bonus stream, to get her life here.
Also, Spasmatic has a question. Venattrix, what do you consider content? I would love to hear what you feel is content from a streamer. What do you consider content? Like, what is content for you? Like, for example, what do you think is your best content? Is it like, I think you mentioned already with the community streams, that's the thing you like the most?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think that's the streams that my community enjoys the most. Definitely engagement, like engaging streams. I think it really depends on the streamer itself. It really depends on you. It depends what you do. It depends what you focus on. Like, content can vary from person to person so much. Some people can have not a lot of jokes or being funny or whatever, and just have super professional high level gameplay on esports level, and people would just watch that even if the person didn't have camera or didn't talk. Maybe you guys know about Gosu, for example. He was a Vayne player. I've not kept up with the news, but he didn't have a camera, he didn't talk, but he had thousands of viewers just by these amazing high-level Vayne plays, right? Vayne plays.
Funny, I know him as well. He played Vayne, yeah.
I personally I main Vayne, right? And I learned so much from him. I just watched his streams and his videos just to learn how to play Vayne. He's a big
by the way, for people watching not knowing what Vayne is, it's a character in a game called League of Legends.
Yes. What was the question again? I forgot. What did we talk about?
It was yes, what is content exactly?
Yeah, basically, yeah, it varies. It definitely my content, for example, my content is kind of silly. I play games. I'm average. I would say average at them, but my content focuses around talking to people, engaging with people. So one of my biggest I guess community building strategies that I use, that I want my stream to be, is having a place where people can come and be themselves. I also have separate, I just want so my content is basically supporting others while others support me. So we're basically all supporting each other. So we do have all funs and jokes and some of some of the things are like, most of the jokes are like on me. For example, they say I'm like a cabbage eater because I always eat cabbage with my food. So I'm like, it's just like stupid silly memes, right? So for example, that is my content. Some people have different types of content, like I said, high level plays, or some people might have like personas, let's say, that is their content, or their content is trolling others, or drama, or it can be whatever, literally can be whatever. So it really depends what you do and what your niche is.
Exactly. Definitely have to be yourself in the streams, because eventually, if you're doing it consistently, you cannot fake it for so long, even if initially, let's say, it's gonna work for you.
Sorry, Simon, just one sentence there. And what we have discussed in the past is adding value. Like what Venattrix said, what I was thinking about, like she found her own way to how to add value to people who are joining her community. And like you can do that so many ways. You can add value visually, you can add value giving advice, you can add value by making people laugh. You have to find your niche, and this is how you have to be creative. Like if you go on YouTube, there are so many people who are doing vlogging, but there are so many variation of how they are showing their personality and how they are making up these podcast shows. Like there are not only one YouTuber in the world, and there are not only one streamer in the world. So if you want to stand out, which Simon sort of said, to be unique and to be proud of who you are, you have to put your own twist, and that way add value to people. Sorry, go ahead.
Actually, I think I've finished already what I wanted to say.
Oh, okay.
Thank you guys for the support of Elixir. We see some spam in the chat. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I think if there's any last questions, because this is the last topic we were prepared. We're already going for I think 80 minutes. I might be one of the longest streams we had in the Trovo Academy streams. As a reminder,
and one of the best, by the way, just to mention it.
Of course.
Finally, I have someone else to talk the new bands, man.
That's what you were looking for, huh? That's
I was waiting.
We have to have guests.
Every Thursday, I'm like, oh my god, this guy again. I'm obviously joking. I absolutely adore bands, guys. We're having great fun bringing you this knowledge, bringing you the streaming tips. I also appreciate everybody tuning into the streams. Next stream, bands. Next Thursday, class number 3. If you are a Trovo Academy student and you want to earn the Trovo Academy hat, you want to earn the Trovo Academy certificate, make sure to tune in for some tips and tricks next week. It's going to be also announced in our Discord. Make sure to join us. Link down in the description down below. And if you have any questions for me, for Benz, for Venattrix, make sure to join also the official Trovo Discord. Spasmodic has a question. How can I get on this Academy stream? As a guest or as a student? Join Discord down below. Currently the course is on running, but there's going to be the next iteration of the course, so you can, for example, sign up for the next course. Currently sign-ups for this course are already closed because students already had 2 classes, but there is also ones that are coming in the future. Benz, would you like to share anything as a closing thought?
No, I just wanna say how much we appreciate the people who are coming back every week. It's so nice to say Passy every week turning up in chat. Please, guys, follow his example. As Venattrix said, we are just trying to follow her steps in terms of building this community up and meeting you guys, helping you guys out as much as we can. So hopefully I can see more of you guys every Thursday, 7 p.m. right here at Trovo Academy. Trovo channel. And then of course, if you guys have any questions, we're available on Discord as well. And after this stream ends on Discord, we are going to give away Simon's personal number. So if you guys need any advice about anything, anytime, just call him, text him, whatever.
there's literally no way this is real, man. Like there has to be a law against it or something. Like you're taking it to another level. Also, Spasmodic, if you want to have any questions regarding this, join the Discord down below and DM Benz. He will always answer you middle of the night. He will reply to DM. He will have more details regarding that. Venattrix, what are your closing thoughts? Because I wanted to share, just say from my side and Ben's that we really appreciate you having him here. I hope a lot of people had fun as well. We appreciate your knowledge and your input, and that you agreed to come on the Trovo Academy stream.
No, thank you so much for inviting me. Honestly, it's such a pleasure being here. As you know, I've been like watching these streams and I've been talking a little bit, and I've been enjoying them myself so much. And yeah, I just thank you so much for inviting me. I had so much fun. I'm glad I was able to contribute, to the academy streams, with some of my experience and some of my knowledge that I have gained during these past years. And yeah, I really appreciate that. I had so much fun. And I just want to say hi to everyone in the chat and thank you to you too. It was so fun.
All right, thank you guys. See you next week, Thursday, same place as always, same hour as always. Make sure to join our Discord as well for all the updates. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care.
See you guys.
Bye.